Let's get hype. Let's make noise. Because we are again about to crown a champion and decide who is currently the greatest StarCraft 2 player in the world.
Vegas.
So, again, we're back in the game. Hyun in the red and Sniper in the blue.
Yeah, we're going to get right into it. None of the fanfare.
Yep, get right into this game. So, I'm just waiting to see if anybody's going to pool super early.
Yeah, is someone going to switch this up a little bit? You know, they basically know what each other were going for. And so I won't be surprised if they actually both open similarly, like very early on. But then, once they both see each other are opening similarly, they might think, okay, he's replaying the same strategy. Maybe then we'll see a difference.
And, you know, there's got to be a bit of a guessing game going on there with, you know, what is the other guy going to do? You had to decide what strat you're going to do this time, but what about your opponent?
Yeah,
a lot of mind games.
All right, well, Hatch first here. Looks like for both players. And yeah, so far exactly the same as last time, tasteless.
So hard to get here. And one will be a winner, the other a loser. Very fitting. It's going to be played on a map with a giant S on it to see who's going to be the GSL Code S champion.
Yeah. So fitting. And in fact, we even see the gas first for Sniper here before that pool, and then right after. So this is literally to the drone, the same build for both players.
All right, so the Overlords are going to go into their necessary positions. Obviously, at this level of play, you know where like the first 8 Overlords you want to put are.
Oh yeah.
They have this all mapped out.
Yeah, that's very true. You need to have your Overlords actually in the right spots, positioned correctly to see things like incoming Zerglings, incoming Roaches, all sorts of key strategic places, like one near the third base of your opponent, one near your own third base, so that you can actually keep track of what's going on.
Sure. All right. As time passes, we will see the builds evolve, see what strategies they're going to try to use. Fourth base on this map, it's not hard to occupy, but you can end up with somebody putting roaches on the high ground, hitting your mineral line. So it's pretty tough. After the third base, it's pretty tough positionally for both sides. So you definitely want to get the leg up and have the pressure on them.
That's so true. That fourth base is always this huge place of contention where, you know, if you are the person with the fourth base, your opponent's going to be sitting at the top of that ledge, and you'll be at a concave at the bottom, in which case they send roaches towards your third and your natural. And then what are you going to do? You have to split your units perfectly. You don't know if they're sending 3 roaches or 7, you know. And if you don't have the right amount, if you have too many roaches in one area for that type of defense, then they might just run you over.
All right, the Baneling's nests and the Ling speed are synced up. And the game will go on.
Still no big plumes of Zerglings being created. Just a lot of drones on both sides as they work on their economy. Might even play greedier this game than last.
The Ling speed is so necessary because you can't really scout with Overlords on this map. Well, scout their base, I should say. You can definitely scout around the map with Overlords, but you get that Ling speed, you can send in 2 Lings or 4 or more and scout out what they're doing.
Yeah. Once again, Hyun does go for that quick lair. Last game, Sniper scouted it just a few seconds from now with some extra Lings, but he skipped those extra Lings this time. So he's not going to know 100% that this is the same build because he's not getting that same type of intel, but he started his layer at the same time. So it looks like his build wasn't affected by that information.
All right, now both players getting their gases, and as you said, Artosis, yes, layer on the way here. Hyun with a little bit of a layer lead. Do you think we're going to see mutas?
Well, Hyun just threw down the Roach Warren so I can look smart and say no. Well, we are already past where we were in the last game. I just want to let everyone know. And the only difference was 4 Zerglings of Sniper.
So
he
basically
made 4
no
more
difference.
in the last game. Got a quick scout on. This game, he doesn't have the complete assurity he did in the last game. But I guess, yeah, he has a couple more drones. So it's basically at the same exact point that it would have been at. Nothing game-changing because of that restart.
Infestation pit on the way. Every little thing counts here. So much on the line.
That is right. Infestation pit coming up for Sniper as well. Now, this is going to be the first game where Hyun actually gets his infestors out quicker than Sniper.
And that's a pretty big difference. You know, Sniper's play, definitely something you could sum up with fewer sentences than Hyun. But we'll see how Sniper deals with this situation. I wonder if, you know, this is going to be good or bad for Hyun, because at the same time, you know, they might be playing from a play style he's not as used to. We'll see.
Well, one Baneling being assassinated there by Hyun. Thought the other player was supposed to be the Sniper. I guess not. Now, we do have pathogen glands coming up, and Hyun with a little bit quicker third base. But again, this is going to come down a lot more, I think, to tactics, to how they move their army around and how they do their engagements.
Oh, we could have a Queen assassination. Ah, nice block there. And Hyun is going to have to escape.
Yeah. A very nice move there. And a good try by Hyun, because if you actually can get in there, kill that Queen off, that's going to be immensely annoying. And, ooh,
whoa!
Little mistake by Hyun.
Somebody was not watching their army back there. Not the end of the world, but I mean, hey, everything counts, and you know, when you're down to this moment.
Yeah. All right, so right now, I mean, they're just within a few of each number. Right now, we have like a few more extra Zerglings for Sniper, but a few less Roaches. They're within 3 drones constantly. They keep on making little batches of them. One player is making 4 infestors, the other is making 4. This is as close as it can be. We actually can't even tell you who's ahead right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's just minor differences here in their tech path, but you can see they're going the conservative route. Nobody really wants to engage heavily to the other.
No.
And that's probably the best way to play on this map against either of these opponents.
No. And Hyun right now is actually grabbing his macro hatch. There we go, Sniper as well. Their drones are going to end up very similarly, a little bit more for Sniper right now, but you know, I wonder, Hyun with this +2 attack and that macro hatch right away, is he going to throw down a Hydra Den pretty quickly?
You know, he totally could. We'll find out soon here. Burrow on the way too. They may, Sniper may want to try burrowing a few Lings at the various expansions.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Anything to force an Overseer out.
And don't forget, of course, burrowed infestors can wreak havoc on drone lines.
Sure.
Especially when your opponent is out across the map, but less infestors at home makes it harder to hold. Another hatch going out for Hyun. Whoa, he's taking his 4th pretty quickly.
That is super early.
Yeah.
I mean, the supplies are, man, that's pretty crazy. Okay, and the Hydra Den.
Yeah.
And his macro hatch is about to finish.
I like this. I like this from Hyun. He's forcing Sniper to be the one that moves out with this type of Overlord coverage, and you know the fact that right now Sniper is sitting on just Roach Infestor. He's not going to be able to clear out the Overlord, so Hyun will see where he's going and what he's doing, and if he can keep that base up and actually start to mine from it efficiently, he's going to gain a huge advantage.
This game has been so calm, so quiet. But we're getting to the boiling point.
Yes. 4th base going up now for Sniper as well, realizing he cannot stay behind in that area. The infestor counts right now are tied at 8 each, but a lot of Hydras are popping out for Hyun. Sniper, on the other hand, with the extra Roaches, has higher supply.
Sniper is going to be the first to claim map dominance. We're going to see if Hyun is ready. Also note the supplies. A 20 supply lead here for Sniper.
Yes, indeed. Now, 5 of that is in drones, and that is something that matters. His overall army, a lot more Roaches, but the Hydras can make that difference with proper fungals. So, looks like Sniper starting to move towards that 4th base.
He wants to have these Roaches get out of position. He will get a Queen in the process. And the attack has begun.
This could decide the GSL champion, Tasteless. A lot of infested Terrans going up right now. Some great fungal growths going down.
A lot of energy on these infestors down here for Sniper that have not been used, but it doesn't seem like it matters.
And look at this, Sniper with a supply lead slightly right now. A lot of infested Terrans coming out. He runs away with the rest of his infestors. And does he actually have enough to win this battle? It's almost a wash.
Sniper is barely holding on at that expansion here. The infestors do escape there. Nice save by Sniper.
And now Hyun is down in supply by about 25. It's still very, very close though. Most of that is loss in drones, which is kind of an issue for Hyun. So Hyun, will he actually move out across the map now? Is he going to try to get some counter damage going because of all the drones he lost?
All right, as you can see, Sniper's now regrouped. But Hyun, I mean, look at that supply, 142 to 190.
Yeah,
and Hyun is not even using that expansion. It is a ghost town over there.
It seriously is, but he is re-droning up at this point.
Yep.
And he'll catch right back up. I mean, he just made a couple rounds, and now it's 66 drones to 71 with Sniper in the lead. So that's completely reasonable. But he did lose a lot of mining time because, you know, he had to replace those drones. So Sniper has that bigger army. He has almost twice as many roaches now, and the same amount of infestors.
Sniper, it looks like he's going to move in here.
Yeah.
He's actually, looks like he's about to attack at 2 locations here. These roaches to try to deter from the real threat, which is these roaches and infestors up here. Infestors going around from the bottom. It looks like Sniper reluctant to attack. I think that was definitely a bad calculation there.
Yeah, a little bit indecisive. You know, he sacrificed those roaches up the ramp of Hyun and could have probably sniped the hatch, but instead does run back. That's fine. He doesn't want to waste any chances to win this.
You gotta be safe.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure whatever you're doing is 100% guaranteeing you to get ahead. He didn't see the entire map. He probably thought, oh, there could be an ambush up there. Gotta back off.
Yeah. Some changelings going in, and Hyun eliminating them. They both are going to be maxed out here in just a second. Very similar counts on drones, but 15 Hydras against just 6 right now. So Hyun's army has a little bit more damage output.
All right, Hyun, I think, trying to reclaim some of the map here. And they will both now be entering the bridge on the high ground. Note the creep spread. Sniper has a lot out there, so he's going to have a lot of mobility if he wants to come around and counterattack. Hyun electing to not put creep out here.
Yeah, and, well, this is coming to that boiling point once again, Tasteless. We are going to see a battle pretty soon here.
Yep,
Someone has to make a move.
The sand is running out of the hourglass. Somebody's going to have to act soon. Hyun secures his expansion, the 5th being taken to the bottom right. But did Sniper mess up because the high ground is now under the control of Hyun?
Yeah, this is a strong move right there, but he does back up. He's a little bit nervous about Sniper coming up and attacking into his army.
Leaving a small number of roaches here. He can deny that extractor and do, just deny drones from mining those minerals.
That's
and then
right.
from there attack somewhere else.
Oh my God, Sniper is actually coming around the side with an army right now that has a lot of infestors in it. But if he attacks down the ramp, he has enough infestors there to hold everything on the ramp. It's this army down here that's a little bit scary for Sniper.
Right now, Hyun thinks he has a containment. He's about to get flanked.
Oh my God, here we go. He is pushing forward so quickly. A lot of fungal growths going down everywhere. The bottom army of Sniper is moving up very quickly. The Hydras, so many Hydras stand out right now. A lot of infested Terrans going down. And Hyun starting to push back. And it looks like a lot of units dying for Sniper.
Hyun had the better concave. The idea there by Sniper was good. The execution, not so much. The 4th base under attack. Both players, though, still maxed out. So many roaches and hydras about to hatch.
That's right, a ton of units for Sniper coming out right now, but he lost his infestors, so he needs to actually do something right away here. This is really his one chance to push back and get that counter damage on Hyun.
Knowing he can't retreat with the hydras, he comes back here. More roaches coming in.
And oh my god, Sniper doing a great job with this army, but those infested Terrans adding way too much damage right now. Hyun pushing forward. Can he actually break through?
He's starting to swallow him alive, but at the same time, the reinforcements are now catching up. More infestors come up. Infested Terrans thrown out, and it does look like Sniper manages to push back.
He does for the time being, Tasteless. And this game so close, but let's not forget that third base was lost. He has another hatchery in the bottom right, though.
Yeah, he does. They are still even on bases here. The bottom right. Oh no, Infestors being hit and being hit hard.
Oh, he's got to be careful about that. That's one big lead for Hyun was that infestor count, but now he's down to 8 against 5, so that's a little bit more manageable. Still very close in their army sizes.
Drone count dead even.
But the income is leading for Hyun. Not by a whole lot, but it is leading.
Okay, we got 2 infestors sneaking in here. This could mess up everything for Hyun. 1 more infestor, no, 2 more, excuse me, down at the expansion. He may leave those until they have enough energy. Meanwhile, Sniper, it looks like he's eager to strike over here at the 4th base of Hyun.
All right, Tasteless, this is just so close, and Sniper is going to do something crazy here. He's going to throw out a bunch of infested Terrans, try to draw the army away, and hit somewhere with his little army. And here we go, some infested Terrans going up at that natural, as well as the main base, and now he's going to go ahead and attack the 4th. Hyun turning around to actually go greet him, and can he actually hold the bottom of that ramp?
Oh my God, Sniper just has too much of a good position. Drones being gunned down, a few escape. Infested Terrans in the main right now, and the expansion, second base I should say as well. I think Hyun may be out position here, despite starting to get that lead.
Yeah, but that lead now, Tasteless, is pretty much gone. He's down by 10 drones, and Sniper is mining from that bottom right hatchery, whereas Hyun is down to just basically 1 mining base. This is looking really bad for Hyun now. Look at that income difference. It's huge.
Massive. Hyun needs to do something and do it fast. I think he may have overextended after taking out the 4th base of Sniper. Sniper being very smart, not even remaking that 4th, but instead keeping the 5th one he had at the bottom right and getting drones over there when he was safe. Does Hyun know about the 5th? Or the 4th? It's a 4th now, but it was a 5th.
Yeah. He has no idea. He hasn't scouted yet, so that is a huge issue
right
in this
now,
game.
Hyun thinks they're dead even.
Yeah. He thinks it's 3 base versus 3 base, basically 1 mining for each. But you know what? Hyun is staying steady and staying stable, and that's important because he still has a very good army. He still has a good set of infestors as well. Has a few more roaches, a few more hydras, so he can still win battles. You know, they're both maxed out, and whoever does the better battle definitely still can take it.
All right, Hive Tech is on the way. Is this going to be a good move for Sniper? Oh my God, he might get him out of position.
Uh-oh, he's coming up from behind, but we actually have a pretty big concave for Hyun as well, pushing forward. Fungal growth absolutely everywhere.
So many infested Terrans, but the Fungals and infested Terrans were cast a little bit later. It's hard to call, but it looks like Hyun is slowly pushing back.
He certainly is. Tastes those Hydras adding so much damage. Sniper has to get out of here with these infestors. If he loses those, that would be a critical loss. In fact, the Overseer
interception on the way. Infestors on the run.
This is bad news, Tasteless, and a beautiful fungal growth.
Killing blow there. He might even get some more of these infestors who continue to retreat. A streamline of roaches and hydras and infestors from Hyun coming down. They cannot get in this way as Sniper blocks, but they can continue to the bottom right. If only Hyun knew of the hidden base.
That's right, but he does have a higher supply right now, Tasteless. He's continuing to push a little bit. The infestor count is heavily in Hyun's favor, 6-2. So his army is just going to be better during the next confrontation.
Oh man, well, Hyun needs to, at the bare minimum, expand again. Right now, Sniper's the one who has more room to make mistakes.
Yeah. That is very true, and he's going to be the one also who can replenish his army the longer the game goes with that extra base. So those are 2 very important things, but Hyun is playing so great with the army he has. Is he finally going to scout it?
And he knows.
Hyun's heart sinks at the moment. Can he walk down there and actually eliminate that
It's
base?
got to be tough. It's a narrow path, easy for the defender. But we'll see. Hyun is superior in supply. Oh, he may actually switch it up and go ahead and hit the third.
Could he get up there? Killing that third off would still be huge.
Both players juking and jiving back and forth here.
A nice little snipe here. A couple roaches by Sniper. Now Hyun going back home for the time being.
Yeah, Hyun regrouping.
Yeah, he's actually taking his fourth base again. So this game does go on.
Excellent. Players continuing to upgrade here.
Yeah, in fact, both on Hive upgrades at this point.
Yep.
+3 attack and +3 carapace.
Oh, we might have an engagement up here in the upper middle. And Sniper does back off.
This is
Respecting
so
Hyun.
tense right now, Tasteless.
There's been a lot of positioning here.
Yeah, and you know what's really good for Sniper is he's about to go up to 17 infestors against 9. So,
Oh, man.
you know, even though there's a much higher Hydra count for Hyun, which is going to give him a lot of damage, you know, over the course of a longer game, the infestors make a bigger difference if you can keep them
Now,
alive.
you know, in that other engagement too, he just did not actually get his fungals or his infestarians off as quickly as his opponent.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget about these 3 infestors up here. If he mines with all his drones from that base, a few well-placed fungals can actually just win Sniper the game.
That's true.
I mean, to kill every drone Hyun has, which we oftentimes see when you're mined out of places.
Okay, here we go. Now watch, he's going to want them to run, and he's going to fungal them on the way out. Meanwhile, Sniper backs up onto the low ground, or high ground, excuse me.
Look at that, a beautiful harassment there, and in fact, throwing him down at the third base as well. We do have some posturing over on the other side of the map, but the economy of Hyun is being attacked so heavily. He's down to just 30 drones. He's dropping into the 20s now, but he's attacking down into the base of Sniper here.
Sniper going to be able to defend here. Nice save. He did Hyun did at least force out.
Oh, here we go. The infestors in the front trying to throw out their infested Terrans before they all go down. So many infested Terrans and fungal growths going down. Hyun with a huge concave, but Sniper's even bigger right now.
Sniper closing it in now, swallowing up Hyun. Hyun is now going to have to run away. Hydra is not fast enough off creep to survive. The hatchery gone over there, half health at the fourth base.
Oh my God, and look at this, Tasteless.
Oh,
Sniper
nice
is
wall
pushing
off
it back. A beautiful wall stopping the retreat of Hyun. Hyun's supply is just 78 against 189 of Sniper, and Sniper's going in for the kill.
This could be the killing blow here. 78 supply to 187. And an overseer over here to spot Hyun on his last set of legs. And Sniper looking invincible.
And GG!
We have a champion. It went to Game 7. DRG entering the booth as the player he mentored is now the winner.
Our new GSL champion with an epic best-of-7 series going to the final game down to the wire. That game was the most back and forth of the series. And guys, give it up for MVP Sniper.
He trained hard. Nobody expected him to get this far. Nobody expected him to win the whole thing. He trained hard, it paid off, and now he will go down in esports history.
That is right. Well, Tasteless, I think that's just about it for us. We're gonna have to close out and go to that awards ceremony very shortly here.
Yep. Guys, thank you so much for having us here in Las Vegas. We hope to come back again. We will now go to the award ceremony. But from Artosis and myself, we love you and good night.
경기 우승자가 나왔습니다. 자, 우승자의 이름을 한번 호명해 보도록 하죠. 자, MVP 스나이퍼 권태훈 선수가 우승을 차지합니다. 네, 자, 이번 시즌 이 최고의 최정상의 저울을 가리는 마지막 결승전 경기에서 권태훈 선수가 고석현 선수를 잡아내고 승리를 따냈습니다. 자, 그러면은 정말 이번 마지막 최종 대결 권태훈 선수만큼이나 멋진 경기를 보여준 선수를 불러보도록 하죠. GSL 현 고석현 선수, 네, 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 자, 이번 결승전 경기 이제 시상식에 앞서서 선수들과 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 먼저 이번 시즌의 최고의 자리에 올라온 권태훈 선수와 몇 마디 나눠보도록 하죠. 항상 잠재력만 있다, 잘하는 선수다. 하지만 수많은 팬들을 권태훈이 잘한다는 걸 몰랐어요. 하지만 이 자리 라스베가스에서 나 권태훈이 최강의 선수라는 걸 증명을 했습니다. 소감이 어떤지 그 소감 말씀을 듣고 싶습니다.
Despite many fans and despite many rumors that he's one of the best players in the team, he has not been able to show his true value until today. Today he finally made it to top of the GSL, the best player in season 5. What do you feel at the moment?
네, 이기고 나서도 이렇게 기뻤던 적이 별로 없었던 것 같은데 지금은 게임하면서 가장 좋은 순간인 것 같아요.
I've never been more glad in my life after winning. I think this is the best moment of my gaming life.
정말 감동적인 순간이죠. 그냥 그러면 1년 넘게 경기만 했는데 경기만 하면 경기가 정말 잘 안 풀려서 가능성 있고 잘하는 선수도 하는데 32강만 올라가면 뚝 떨어지고 뚝 떨어지고 뚝 떨어지고 계속 떨어졌어요. 하지만 오늘 이 자리에서 우승을 차지하면서 나 권태훈이 최강임을 증명을 했습니다. 여러 가지 생각이 들 텐데 우선 뒤에서 묵묵히 지원해 주신 분들이 계시잖아요. 고마운 분들, 감사한 분들에게 이 자리에서 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
You've been knocked out from round of 32 many times, but today you made it to. You became champion of GSL, and I'm sure there were many people who helped you from the behind. If you have any comment towards those people.
우선은 같이 와주셔서 많이 챙겨주시고 해외가 처음인데 감독님께 일단 정말 감사드리고요. 게임할 때 부스 안에 들어와서 수호 형이 조언을 많이 해줘서 이길 수 있었던 것 같고 저희 팀 주장 상호 형이 자신감을 많이 심어줘서 이렇게 우승할 수 있을 거라고 생각을 하고요. 항상 경기 있을 때마다 관심 가져주고 응원해주신 부모님과 친척들에게 정말 감사드립니다.
First of all, I'd like to thank my coach. This was my first journey to overseas. My conditions weren't so good, but he looked after me really well. And I also thank Sango Killer, aka Killer, the team captain, for giving me a lot of confidence. And most of all, my parents and relatives who always support me.
오늘 경기에서 참 힘든 부분이 참 많았습니다. 역전에 또 역전, 1세트 경기 지고 시작하고 정말 최악의 시나리오가 지금 계속해서 나왔는데 몇 번째 경기에서 이번 경기는 나는 우승한다, 어느 부분에서 그런 생각이 들었는지 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Today's games and score was really back and forth. It was really close. When was the moment that you realized that you can take this?
마지막 경기에서 제가 유리한 상황이 있어가지고 그때 이겼다라는 생각을 했었는데 그때부터 좀 긴장을 좀 많이 해서 실수를 하다 보니까 역전을 당할 뻔했던 것 같아요.
On the last set, I was at an advantage, but then I became too nervous and made few mistakes, and I almost lost that advantage. But after all, I was able to hold my advantage and manage to win.